Alright, so the final movie was mine. I picked not a Ryan pick for once. I picked the movie The Adventures of Tintin, the Secret Unicorn. It's a Steven Spielberg movie, and most people probably haven't heard of it. But it's based off a comic series that I read when I was a kid. I read all of them. I loved them to death, and I heard they were doing a movie. Steven Spielberg was directing with Daniel Craig in it. Yay! I'm excited. Basically, it's the story of a reporter who comes across kind of this weird, intriguing mystery, just happens to stumble upon it, and it leads him on kind of an Indiana Jones-esque adventure across several countries and stuff, and lots of hijinks, lots of fun. It really feels like an Indiana Jones movie to me, but it's like animated with it's a computerized world similar to Avatar. But really just a fun movie, lots of action and adventure, and just a good time, just a fun movie. A lot of fun, and that's why I picked it, because I enjoyed it immensely.
My thoughts on the movie was, I wanted to see this when I first heard it was coming out to theaters. I never got that opportunity to go see it or try to find it on the internet or anything like that. And then the idea of watching the movie kind of died out. And then when I found out that you were picking it, I was kind of excited. And I guess that kind of made my expectations for the movie go up. And I think they went up too high. And for me personally, I think that was the downfall of my thoughs on the movie, because I was hoping for more adventures to happen, I guess. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I can't say I would go out of my way to watch it again, but who knows? You never know. But,
Sequels.
Yeah. It was an average movie.
For this movie, I know it wasn't a classic Ryan pick, but I don't know. Animated movies aren't my genre at all, I guess. It's really kind of strange. Just when I see that as an animated movie, I kind of go into a mindset of it not being real. Even though it does have real actors, obviously, their voices, they even do like the ball on the shirt things, all that stuff. I just through the whole movie, I kind of have a mindset of it. Just it's all just kind of fake. You can do whatever you want with it, and just it could be anything. Which some people they love that, like that's like an open world of possibilities. It's kind of strange that I just not really my thing. With that being said, I still thought it was a good movie. I don't know. It was a good story. Like you said, it came from comics. Has a bunch of other stuff that goes into it that I don't even know about because I haven't read any of that stuff. For random background that may or may not matter, I used to work in a video store, and when this first came out, I saw it. I thought, looked at the cover and I put them on the shelf, and I'm like, this just looks like a stupid movie. Because I had never heard of the comics at all.
Right.
I'm like, this just looks really stupid. Why would they make something like this? People said it, mixed reviews. So I didn't really have any high expectations whatsoever going into it, which maybe made it a little better for me. I did think it was a little long.
Really?
I don't even know how long it actually was.
About an hour and 40 minutes.
I did fall asleep part of it.
I saw Jordan fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
I looked over, I'm like, oh, that's not good.
in that defense, I was really tired.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't even know where I'm going with this now, but it was, like I said, it was a good story. It kind of had a weird ending at the same time. It was the one thing that I didn't like specifically is when they were on, what was it, like a dock or something, and they were having like one of the final sword battles, and bad guy, don't know his name,
Daniel Craig.
yeah, when he finally got defeated, he kind of just like broke away and he kind of just like flopped off the boat. I thought that was really anticlimactic.
Well, it's a kids movie.
Well,
What do you do?
still.
They had no problem dropping Gaston off a cliff in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, but this is a modern day kids movie.
Mufasa.
And
trampled
they
by
drop
wildebeest.
people off the ship into shark-infested waters.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And this one, it looked like he kind of just like pushed him off the edge. He flopped in, and he just gets arrested.
But maybe that's the comments on him because his ancestor pushed the people off the boat, and so at the end he falls off the boat. But at the same time, he survived. So
Maybe I just will like, I don't know. It was just kind of a strange movie for me.
Okay.
Not good, not bad. Can pretty much for sure tell you I wouldn't watch it again. But take that as you will.
Fuck you.
All right. How do I feel about this movie? Very quickly, these type of animated movies are not my type at all. I feel that animated movies that try too hard to look realistic get a little bit outlandish to me. You're an animated movie, embrace who you are. Pixar does a really good job with that. DreamWorks does a really good job
But
with
it's
that.
not really an animated movie. It's
Just hear me out. Like, don't try and defend the fact that it is this kind of animated movie. It's kind of like Beowulf, and you've mentioned that they use the same technology to make Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with animated movies trying to be more than they're not. In my opinion, that's what it seems like to me. That being said, I really enjoyed the movie. With you, like kind of what you said, Jordan, the movie, I didn't want to see it when it came to theaters. I thought it looked dumb. I thought it looked really stupid. I thought it looked childish. I thought it looked gimmicky. And then I forgot about it, much like you. So we both ended up kind of forgetting about the movie after it came and left. But I'm happy I watched it. I will watch the sequel. I really enjoyed how playful and how adventurous and how wacky all the things were. Like the sword fight with the cranes. That is so ridiculous.
I didn't like that.
But I loved it. And that's where the animation being realistic, they didn't let that be a hindrance to them. And I'm not saying like Beowulf did, but I mean, or anything like that, but they didn't allow the fact that they had this overly, in my opinion, overly animated movie. That sounds really weird, but overly animated and tried to look too real. That I didn't let that get away from me, or it didn't let that get the best of it. It embraced that it was an animated movie. It embraced that it's a comic book. It embraced that wacky, crazy things are going to happen. Not everything's going to be real. If you try and take something like that and make it real, it becomes unbelievable from even a story setting. This movie did not do that. It was just outlandish enough to work, and that's why I enjoyed it. But, with a strong crop of movies this round, for me, we'll see where it ends up, but I did enjoy the movie a good amount.